You reach out for a cuddle hoping for a warm moment, and yeah, your cat pulls away. Again, it's frustrating, maybe even a little hurtful. You feed them, care for them, love them, and yet they act like you're asking too much. It feels personal, like your affection isn't wanted. But here's the truth that most cat owners never hear. It's almost never about you. Cats don't reject love, they just need to feel safe to receive it. Their reasons are often silent, subtle, and entirely misunderstood. Today we're going deep into the real reasons your cat avoids cuddles. The surprising part? Most of them can be fixed. So, stay with me, because once you understand your cat's world, you'll never look at those quiet, distant moments the same way again. Let's start with something hard to admit but deeply important. Picture this. You're walking through your living room, coffee in hand, and suddenly, BAM! Your cat vanishes like a furry ninja under the couch. Ever wonder why? Maybe you've had one of those days, shouted at the TV, dropped your phone, or, oops, sent a book tumbling to the floor. To you, it's just Tuesday. But to your cat, it's a full-blown action movie. And let's be honest, who hasn't accidentally stepped on a tail? The look they give you. It's like you've committed the ultimate betrayal. You shrug it off, but your cat? They're filing it away in their "humans are unpredictable" folder. Remember, cats are like tiny fuzzy detectives. Their senses are dialed up to 11, every sound, every movement, every scent is a clue. They remember the exact sweater you wore when you startled them. That scent? Forever linked to the day of the great vacuum incident. Or maybe it's your "I'm late" voice as you dash past. To your cat, it's like a tornado warning siren. Even the room itself becomes suspicious. Wasn't that where the lamp crashed last week? Your cat never forgets. And when those moments go unresolved, they linger. So, what happens next? Your cat starts treating you like a wild card. Not the villain, just the unpredictable plot twist in their daily drama. They flinch, just in case. They become your silent audience, watching from the safety of the windowsill. They hover like little ghosts, close but always just out of reach. It's like a game of the floor is lava, but you're the lava. But here's the hopeful part. Fear doesn't last forever. With patience, repetition, and a calm presence, it can melt. Sit quietly near them, don't reach out. Let them come, speak softly, move slowly, rebuild the emotional bridge, one quiet moment at a time. But even if you've never scared them, there's one thing you might be doing every day that tells them, I don't hear you. Cats are master communicators. But here's the twist. Unlike dogs, cats don't come with a megaphone. Nope, they're the undercover agents of the animal world. Ever feel like your cat is giving you the silent treatment? Maybe they're actually whispering secrets you're missing. Picture this. You're chilling on the couch, and your cat's tail flicks. Is it a feline dance move? Nope. That's their version of, hey, back off, human. Or maybe those ears swivel like tiny satellite dishes. Are they tuning into alien radio? Not quite. They're tuning into you, every move, every sound. And when your cat shifts their posture, it's not just to get comfy. It's a whole paragraph in cat language. All these little moves, they're not random. It's like your cat is texting you, but you're still on dial-up. So what happens when that tail goes into overdrive and those ears flatten? Spoiler alert, it's not an invitation to play. It's more like, warning, do not disturb. And those big, wide pupils in a sunlit room, that's not your cat auditioning for a horror movie. That's anxiety, plain and simple. Yet what do? We reach out anyway. Oops. Instead of showing love, we're barging into their personal bubble. What happens next is predictable. They retreat, they stop sending signals, they choose silence over risk. And in doing so, they learn something painful. You don't listen. But here's the good news. Once you start tuning in, everything changes. You'll notice how their tail relaxes when they're content. How they lean in just slightly when they trust you. How a slow blink isn't boredom, it's love. Learning to read your cat's signals isn't just about avoiding rejection. It's about becoming someone they feel safe enough to speak to. But sometimes your cat isn't rejecting you with body language. They're begging you to notice something deeper, something hurting. One of the most dangerous things about cats? They're basically undercover agents, masters at hiding pain. Ever tried to read your cat's mind and wondered, are you just being dramatic, or is there something more? Spoiler alert, it's not drama, it's pure survival instinct. Imagine being a wildcat. Showing weakness is like wearing a kick me sign for predators. So, what do? They put on their best poker face even when they're hurting. That's right, your cat could be dealing with aches and pains, but you'd never know. They've evolved to keep it all under wraps, even if it's a daily struggle. So, when your usually snuggly furball suddenly acts like you're made of lava, don't take it personally. Maybe it's not you, it's their aching joints or a sore tooth. Think about it, arthritis in those tiny hips, a toothache that makes kibble a nightmare, or even a bloated belly from last night's questionable snack. Ouch! And don't get me started on skin issues. For some cats, a gentle pet feels more like a cactus hug than a loving stroke. Remember when your cat used to curl up in your lap, but now they're making a dramatic exit? That's a red flag. Do they flinch when you pet their back as if you've hit the eject button? Or maybe their belly turns into a no-go zone. One touch and it's Twitch City. Or they just can't get comfy, shifting around like they're auditioning for a cat yoga class. These aren't just leave me alone moments, they're your cat's subtle SOS signals. So what's a loving cat parent to do? Get them checked out, stat! The sooner the better. Because with a little TLC and the right care, your aloof kitty can transform back into a purring cuddle machine. Once the pain is gone, so is the emotional distance. It's like magic. But even a healthy cat might avoid touch, not because it hurts inside, but because the world around them feels overwhelming. Your home might feel calm to you, but to a cat, imagine you're a cat for a second, you're just trying to vibe, maybe nap, when suddenly, BAM! The TV blares, a door slams, and someone's sprinting past like they're in the Olympics. Oh, and what's that? A cloud of perfume invades your nostrils. Sensory overload, anyone? And just when you think you've got it figured out, surprise! New furniture appears, or a parade of strangers marches in. Is this a home or a theme park? Kids are zooming, dogs are barking, and you're just trying to keep your fur from standing on end. Can you blame your cat for wanting a break? Every sound, every scent, every sudden movement, it's like a fire alarm going off in their brain. Would you want to cuddle in the middle of all that? Even a gentle pet can feel like a tickle fight you never signed up for. Sometimes your cat's just thinking, please, not now, human. So you reach out and they step back. Is it personal? Nope. Their body's just waving a tiny white flag, begging for a timeout. What do they really want? Consistency? A quiet corner? Their favorite blanket? Maybe a sunbeam or two? Can you relate? A spot that never changes? Now that's the dream. Who wouldn't want that kind of peace? When you finally give them that calm, it's like they let out the world's biggest sigh of relief. And guess what? That's when they come to you, ready for love, on their own terms. But what if your home is already zen, your hands are soft, and your cat's still keeping their distance? Maybe they're just built differently. This one might sting, but it's also freeing. Picture this, you're on the couch, arms wide open, ready for a snuggle session, and your cat, they're on the other side of the room, living their best solo life. Ouch, right? But wait, what if that's just who they are? Just like us, cats come in all flavors. Some are the life of the party, zooming around and demanding attention. Others, they're the mysterious introverts quietly judging your every move from afar. Sound familiar? But here's the twist. Some cats are total stalkers. They'll follow you everywhere, like a fluffy little shadow. Are they plotting world domination or just showing love in their own sneaky way? And let's talk about the slow blink. Ever catch your cat giving you that dreamy, half-closed eye look? That's basically a kitty kiss. Who knew? Or maybe when you're feeling down, your cat magically appears. No words, just quiet company. Isn't that the sweetest kind of support? But try to scoop them up for a forced cuddle. Suddenly you're wrestling a furry escape artist. Why do they always wiggle like that? The more you chase, the more they vanish, like tiny, whiskered ninjas. Ever feel like you're playing hide and seek, and always losing? But here's the magic. When you let them be themselves, something amazing happens. They come to you. They lean in. Suddenly you're the chosen one. Isn't that the best feeling ever? Want to understand your cat like never before? Hit subscribe and let's dive in together. So now that you understand the why, let's talk about the how. Here's what actually works to build closeness, on their terms. This is where your bond begins. Not in touch, but in listening. Picture this. You reach out for a snuggle, and whoops, your cat does the classic nope, and walks away. Ouch, right? But wait, what if that's not rejection, but a secret handshake in cat language? Now flip the script. Ever had your cat lean in, eyes half closed, practically begging for a gentle pet? That's your green light. It's like they're saying, okay human, you may proceed. Isn't it wild how trust grows in these tiny moments? Honoring their signals, yes, even the not now thanks, builds a connection deeper than any marathon cuddle session. You're not just a human anymore. You're basically a cat whisperer now, fluent in tail flicks, slow blinks, and the mysterious art of, I want attention but only on my terms. Who knew you had it in you? But reading signals isn't enough. You also need to give them the kind of space where they feel safe just being near you. Cats don't bond in chaos, they bond in peace. Picture this. You're a cat. Would you rather nap in a rock concert or in a spa? Yeah, me too. Give your feline a warm corner, a soft blanket, think 5-star hotel, but for cats. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a window seat with a view? Add a familiar scent, lower the noise, dim the lights. Suddenly you're not just a human, you're a cat's personal Zen master. Here's the twist. Don't pet, don't coax, don't even try to bribe with treats, just exist. Be the mysterious, chill roommate your cat never knew they needed. Over time, your cat will start thinking, hey, this human equals stillness, not stress. You're basically becoming their emotional support human. And then, wait for it, they'll come closer, not for food, not for comfort, but for you. Yes, you, the human who finally gets it. And once that calm is in place, there's one golden rule to remember if you want those cuddles to finally happen. This is the hardest part for most humans. Picture this. You're on the couch, your cat is right there, looking all fluffy and adorable. The urge to reach out? It's overwhelming, right? But, plot twist. You have to let go. Seriously, don't scoop them up just because they're cute. I know, it's like resisting the world's softest purring magnet. But trust me, have you ever tried hugging someone who's not in the mood? Awkward. And that exposed belly? It's a trap. Don't fall for it. Your cat isn't inviting you to a belly rub party, they're testing your willpower. Instead, try this. Wait, just offer your hand. It's like saying, hey, I'm cool if you're cool. Will they come over? Will they ignore you? The suspense. And then, drumroll, let them choose the moment. It's their move. Will they approach? Will they play hard to get? Only your cat knows. When they finally sit beside you, freeze. Don't move a muscle. You're in the presence of royalty now. And if a paw lands on your leg, that's basically a cat high five. Just smile and soak it in. When they lean in, it's sacred. The moment they offer you affection willingly, without fear, without pressure, it's a silent gift of trust. And when a cat chooses to love you this way, it's not just a cuddle, it's a gift. Here's what most people never understand. Cats don't withhold affection. They just give it on their own terms. And when they do, it's quiet, rare, and incredibly real. So the next time your cat sits just a little closer, leans in for a second longer, or blinks slowly across the room, recognize what that is. It's love. Let me ask you, what's one small way your cat shows affection that others might miss? Share it in the comments. And if your cat ever stares at you for no reason, you'll want to see our next video, Why Cats Stare at You in Silence, the creepy truth you've never heard. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more gentle truths about the pets who quietly love us back.